The following content is for informational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Alia, its affiliates, or any organizations represented by the participants. Nothing discussed should be construed as financial, legal, or investment advice.
Welcome to Market Cap, where we feature firms and funds to explore the thinking that guides them, the patterns they observe, and other forces moving the markets. I'm your host, Stefano, Director of Institutional BD at Alea, and with me I have Tika Lum, Head of Global BD at KuCoin. KuCoin ranks top 10 among centralized exchanges globally in 24/7 trading volume and serves 40 million users worldwide. At KuCoin Institutional, the exchange serves professional clients offering tailored access to liquidity, advanced trading infrastructure, and specialized programs such as VIP tiers, broker solutions, and market maker support. Tika, welcome on the show. So great to have you with us.
Thank you, Stefano. Great to see you. Thank you so much for having me
Definitely.
today.
Yeah, our pleasure. It'll be interesting to catch up. We met last year, I think,
Yeah.
in Singapore. Um, Lots have changed in the market since then. So be curious to hear from your side how things are evolving. Before we do that, I'm always curious to know a little bit about the background of our speaker. So you were at Futu Holdings, the parent broker company of, I'm sorry, the parent company of the broker Moomoo in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And you were at Lufax, a digital wealth management and lending platform. I'm curious, how did those experiences shape your thinking and how did it lead to KuCoin? And what learnings did you take from those years over there that you still apply now?
Yeah. So that's actually a question that I always get because so just like what you mentioned, I do have a trust fund background. I only started joining KuCoin like earlier last year, since the start of 2025. So basically, KuCoin is my first role in the crypto industry. Um, but before joining KuCoin, so I already have exposures to crypto like since 2018. Like I started Bitcoin like trading, and also like participate in some of the ICOs and projects in like thanks to my very good friends who is in the industry for many years. And then I also have been building my network, and I've been interested in the industry like for so long. It just so happened that back in those days, we're after that, let's say FTX crash, we have been spending quite some while during the like crypto winter. There isn't that much opportunity. And back in those days when I was in Futu, like I was mainly handling an institution business. I'm basically the first personnel to help them to build out the institutional desk. Futu, aka Momo. So we were reputable and we're the number one brokerage firm in Hong Kong, serving like basically more than 50% of the retail coverage in Hong Kong here, and also had footprint like around like APAC and also all around the world. So I started institution business by like pitching fund house, asset management, family office one by one. So helping them to build up the institution deck. And by the time I left Futu, so I already onboarded the largest Chinese mutual funds to the brokerage platform, trading mainly securities on and let's say some of the like bonds as well. So my experience, so with all this like TradFi experience, I would say it's actually a really good timing for me to move my career to crypto, like because of my interests and my personal interest, and also how the world is evolving. We're seeing that at the current moment, like since 2024, late 2024, when all those like Wall Street giants starting to launch the crypto ETFs, spot ETF, exchange of BTC, Ethereum. So we are seeing that the trend is changing. So back in those days, back in 2017, 18, 19, like everyone is saying that crypto is scam, BTC is nothing, worth nothing. So we see that in 2024, like starting from BlackRock, they launching out the crypto ETF. We are seeing the change of attitude. So the Wall Street giants, TradFi people, they are changing the attitude from like direct refusing crypto to understanding it and to adopting it. So nowadays we are at the at real convergence. That's why there's so many out-of-way conversations happening. A lot of TradFi people, they would like to tap into the crypto field because they're seeing that, oh my God, how come you guys can earn like 10x, 50x, 100x that much? That's easy. And for the crypto people, crypto native guys, crypto bros, we understand that there are a lot of possibility and opportunity, but the current market is still so small that the cake is still so small for us to everyone to tap in. So what we are trying to do is that we are seeing the two sector coming into convergence. And I believe that my experience back in TradFi can provide a really different, I would say, perspective to the like native crypto trading firms like KuCoin. Like we started in 2017, we are one of the most OGs crypto exchange and one of the most reputable exchange. You see, like we have come through all this different like bear market and bull market, all the cycles. We demonstrated resilient. So I believe that, and at my role here, KuCoin, the head of global BD for institutional business, that is exactly what I've been doing before, because we are seeing a little bit of like saturation for like crypto native institutions. So I mean, like everyone knows all those HFTs, knows all the like trading firms, but where are the new inflows? Definitely will be coming from the TradFi industry.
Yep, absolutely. Can you talk a little bit more about the specific offerings that you service clients with at KuCoin Institutional?
Mm-hmm. Cool. So we actually like serve a really wide spectrum of institutional clients, or basically like non-retail clients will be fall under my division. Uh, so what we have been doing, we are just like you mentioned, we usually target like institutions from market makers, HFTs, prop shops, OTC desks, asset managers, and also like brokers, very importantly. So like for each of different types of clients, they definitely have different kind of demands from an exchange.
Yeah.
So like for instance, for market makers, we are offering like super good latency API set infrastructure for them, collocation and market maker rebates. And then for like brokers, we also have a very sophisticated like broker API infrastructure and broker dashboard, so that we can of course together with the commission sharing campaigns for all the brokers that would like to join KuCoin's platform to take liquidity from us. And also at the other end, we are also offering lending solutions for institution clients that can like leverage their performance. At the same time,
Yep.
we also have like very sophisticated wealth management products from from basic USDT fixed income, and also some different types of quant funds for our VIP or family office clients that would like to make allocation to crypto.
Interesting. Okay, so that's a pretty wide mix in of both clients and what you offer them. Is there a very specific difference in approach as well? Like I can imagine that, dealing with brokers might be very different than dealing with a small family fund, or is it
Mhm.
actually more similar than people might imagine?
I would say, in general speaking, institution business is no bullshit. Like forgive my language, but like really, so you cannot just sell something to an institution that they do not need.
Hmm.
Institution business is really different from, let's say, private banking or like private wealth business, where like most of the time, like relationship, the rapport could determine whether you can close a deal or not. And for
Yeah.
institution business like us, we call ourselves like flow sales. We are not like deal sales. We don't close one deal or two deals. They are not one off. They are long-term relationship plus a long-term servicing. So from the day that the clients open an account with KuCoin, we already have to understand their demand. So what do they need? What is the current pain point of their current service provider? What do they want to like better enhance their current setup, no matter on the trading or maybe their client servicing. So from the day one when they open an account on KuCoin, so we already have dedicated like account servicing team, like we including the sales managers or the operation colleagues, solution team into dedicated client groups, and then to make sure that the whole customer life journey will be very smooth and everything will be well taken care. And in terms of like different type of clients, so just like what I mentioned, like different type of clients, we provide like different solutions. Let's say for brokers, what they need, they will need the API integrations, like for each of the endpoints, and which of the whole rebate and commission sharing scheme has to be attractive enough for them, so that they can get the incentive to work with KuCoin. And in the other way, for some like family offices, funds, what they need, they might not be that fee sensitive. But they would like to, they need solutions for allocation. Like for example, family offices, they might not do the trading themselves, but so they will really rely on the expertise and the network of a crypto exchange that we already connected with like multiple let's say HFTs or hedge funds, asset managers. They will rely on our expertise and network to bring them this type of like very high quality assets, high quality products, so that they can like invest into that. So this is how we bridge our and for those asset managers, HFT and hedge funds, their demands will basically they're gonna boost their performance. They need super good latencies. They need good, so we offer collocation. They need good, very good fees. So because they are very price sensitive, and one more important thing is that they would really love to see capital introduction. So KuCoin as a platform, we are serving different type of clients tailored for their different type of demands.
It's definitely very wide. I suspected it was more trader centric and focused than what you're telling me now, and it's actually quite a bit more expansive than that. Also getting into wealth management, introduction of capital. That's very interesting. One question I have is obviously, to an extent, you compete with services such as prime brokers. So how can you like what can you offer clients that they cannot?
Mm. Um, if you speak of one thing, I would say, so how I do not to be honest, I do not really see a direct competition here, but we are
Okay.
really like co-working together. So I would say prime brokers and exchanges, like we definitely can coexist. Like even though some of the clients are overlapping, but in order to like help to better shape the industry or to enhance the overall size of the industry, I'm really like willing to work with prime brokers as well. The core thing of the difference is that I would say there are multiple factors like determining whether a client should go to a prime broker or directly go to an exchange for connections. One
Mm,
thing will be like latency connectivity. Like imagine that like definitely because the prime broker eventually they will be taking liquidity from exchanges as well. So if you are a let's say HFT high frequency trading firm like requesting a super low latency, you need like unified trading account setup. You need to have a really fairly sophisticated API infrastructure. So the best way for you, and very high speed for your trading. So definitely directly connecting with an exchange will give you much more advantage. But
sure.
however, let's say you are not that HFT, you are a LFT, low frequency trading or mid frequency trading. So you do not really you are not that like time sensitive in a trade because you are more
Hmm.
directional. So you are more subjective directional strategy. So I am a BTC long only fund or a long short strategy. And when you just directly come to an exchange, because you might not be able to reach to the volume tier to get a very discounted trading fee, you might can go to a prime broker
Yeah.
because you can go to the prime broker. Usually, prime brokers will get the best fees from the exchange, and at the same time, So prime brokers can offer a better fee than exchange to these types of like low frequency trading to mid frequency trading firms, and by that, and at the same time, prime broker will also like leverage their own financial book to their own book to offer loans or credits to their end clients as well. So this is another, of course, like exchange ourselves, we also offer like credit lines or loans, but this is also some really nice like add-on value services that prime brokerage can provide. And I would say one more thing would be on the sometimes clients we consider counterparty. So maybe prime brokers, they might be like, and especially prime brokers when they are operating in specific regions and jurisdiction, they got licenses in specific regions and jurisdictions already. So this is also a reasons why that a clients or maybe institutions might decide to go to directly to a prime broker instead of making connections with an exchange.
Okay, that's very insightful. Like a sort of comparative analysis why different actors might choose one or the other. That's very insightful. You also mentioned that you actually view it more as a collaboration, like a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
Can you maybe expand a little bit on how you collaborate directly with prime brokers?
Yeah, sure. I mean, so like most of the prime brokers, I mean, the crypto digital assets prime brokers are currently working with KuCoin already. So they have direct connectivity with KuCoin. They are enjoying the best fee with KuCoin. Whenever their clients are trading on that platform, actually the actual flows that goes to KuCoin as well. So usually, like for those prime brokers, they will create like multiple sub accounts, and then each of the sub accounts they will designate the sub accounts to the end clients. So that by that time, the end clients can actually enjoy the V rate that the prime broker itself enjoying on KuCoin. So this is how we are working. And in order to like better to strengthen the relationships, we always co-host different type of events, seminars with prime brokers, and then they will bring in their clients. We also bring in our clients to create a really I would say insightful section. So to share ideas, to share thoughts of the industry. So yeah, I think you
Yep.
use a really good term, like really symbiotic.
That's yeah, that's very interesting. So actually much more than a competitive relationship, it's much more actually mutually beneficial and you're
Correct.
much more like a partner to each other.
Agree. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So we covered a lot about the different client types that you service, right? So you obviously talk with a lot of these institutions. Um,
Mhm,
what patterns are you noticing in the market right now? Has there been
mhm,
a shift in the mix of type of clients over the last year or two? And another interesting thing is that I have a sense that exchanges are more focused on the institutional desks than before, um,
mhm.
which would make sense given the way the industry is going, right? Can you touch on those patterns and trends?
Yeah. Just like what I said, like the crypto space is really saturated at the moment, especially on the institutional trading side. Speaking
Mm,
of so in the past, like exchanges will mainly focus on HFTs, high frequency trading firms,
okay,
because they generate like 100x or 200x of like trading volume per month. This is how much exchanges like generate revenues, like mostly relying on that.
sure.
But when you're speaking of the trading patterns of these clients, I would say more than 70% to 80% of this type of trading firms, they're doing the same thing, delta neutral strategies, arbitraging like between the exchanges, venues and venues, or maybe doing like some, let's say, uh, let's say what was that uh funding rate arbitrage and cross exchange arbitrage, all this, however, uh what we are saying that is, I mean, also from a lot of feedbacks from clients, that the opportunity of these strategies is become lesser. So the main reason why is that, well, when the market is becoming more mature, all those information gap is also like tightening. So that's
Yep.
also making arbitrage, like I would say, traditional crypto arbitrage strategies are becoming more difficult to do. And in the other way around, with traditional finance institutional tapping into the market, we are seeing more long only or long short strategies coming in more how because of for example, when we see all those ETFs coming into the markets, it actually helping to boost the token prices. Like, let's say everyone agrees that in 2024, the whole BTC surge is basically like driven by all those like ETF inflows, right?
Yep.
And we are seeing this as a healthy sign because and we are also seeing the shift for those and no. So who are buying these ETFs? So retail users, family office, sovereign funds. So people who do not trade crypto directly themselves or who do not have direct crypto exposure themselves, they are buying these ETFs. And now what we are seeing is that when the overall regulations and overall directions and the overall how the attitude towards crypto from major governments and major jurisdictions are becoming more open-minded. Like more and more people, and with along with the educations, more and more people are willing to create their own wallet, open an account on exchange or broker to have direct crypto as like positions. And for these types of trading behaviors are completely different from what I was talking about earlier, like crypto
Mm-hmm.
hedge funds doing arbitrage. Those people are like creating positions. They are holding real positions instead of like just
Sure.
doing arbitrage. So
Sure.
in the long run, I would say the industry itself is shaping in a more healthier uh, way. That we have real volume. We are seeing like real uh, holders of the crypto assets. So in overall, I would say this is a good thing, and this is also what I'm seeing. More and more institutionals coming into the market, especially some traditional asset management firms. In the past few years' time, I mean, like, since the ETF launch, already a lot of traditional asset managers or family offices are eyeing into the market. But by that time, they can do nothing. But at most, they can like buy like the IBIT, because their mandate itself doesn't allow them to have exposure to crypto assets. So
Of
what
course.
they have been doing in the past 1.5 year and 2 years time, and also up till now, they are updating their mandates. They're updating the PPMs, their mandates, so that they can have direct crypto exposures in the portfolio to provide service to their clients. So I would
Yep.
say like or like although the initial amount won't be that much, maybe approximately like 1 to 5% max. I'm seeing that it is going to shape the industry itself to a more healthy way, that we're seeing more dynamic type of clients in the sector instead of like pure arbitrage type of clients that hedging between venues.
That's very interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could definitely see like everyone is echoing that, right? That of course, like the institutions are entering the market. What I found interesting is that a lot of people at the same time say that like retail is drying up and retail has lost faith and they're pulling back. But you're
Mm.
actually saying like it's both. Like retail is still being sustained. People are still like opening accounts. But it's now a much more healthy balance in the market than before.
Yeah. So I think regarding on like retail drying up. So in to be specific, would be those native like crypto native bros drying up.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean like either some of them are already be like super wealthy back in those days, getting like all those 58s and hundreds of project like pump it up, or they trade a lot of perps and they dry and there are some like market black swan happening, some like squeeze indeed it actually hurt those incidents happening in in late October and earlier February. So the market pump actually hurts a lot of like I would say VIP clients as well. But eventually, I would say, yeah, crypto is still really new assets compared to what we are seeing in the traditional finance world, and the participants themselves are also very limited. So we are seeing a broader adoption of and also better educations on crypto assets. What is cryptos? What can they do? How can we leverage and how can we utilize crypto in our daily lives? I'm seeing that more and more people are really coming into the market. So yeah,
Yep.
that's true that like part of the retail was drying up a little bit due to the Black Swan incidents. Another end, with the more popularization of crypto, more usage, more daily usage, we're seeing that payment are actually getting more popular in different jurisdictions and countries. I believe that there will be more people like having owning their wallet and entering into the crypto field. They might not be doing trading. Yeah, to be honest, they might most likely they may be using more on USDT, doing some payments, doing some wire transfer, or maybe they will have some crypto as asset class for their like wealth management purpose. So
Yep.
I think in general speaking, like having more people to join the market, to join the industry is definitely a benefit.
100%. And I see what you're saying. It's a very important distinction that's not often made explicit, that when we talk in this industry about retail, as you say, we actually kind of mean like crypto bros, like actual
Yeah,
crypto native, yeah, sure, like individuals. But that's something different from like the wider mainstream retail market, right? Like
yeah,
people don't really know about like what is Dogecoin or what is this or what is that, but they might have like a Robinhood account, and now
yeah,
Robinhood is onboarding cryptos, et cetera, et
correct.
cetera. They're doing remittances to like family members across borders. That's like leveraging USDT and other stable coin rails. So I see what you're saying. Um, okay, that's very interesting. So you're having all these conversations with these clients and partners and peers at conferences. You just shared right now some of these patterns that you're seeing. Um, how is this informing the strategy at KuCoin Institutional? For example, your decisions about the client offerings you're making and which ways you're expanding, or other business decisions.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, um, so what we have been doing is, I'll say from since last year, like around September time, we have like officially rebranded the KuCoin Institutional uh division. So, like framing itself, so framing us to provide a better service to institutional clients. And earlier this year, we also revamped the KuCoin VIP brand. So just like what I mentioned earlier, there are a lot. So the current crypto trading environment is saturated, but we are seeing a lot of new opportunities for VIP clients. VIP clients, as in that they might not be trading that much. They might not be professional traders. They might not even use an API. They may do manual tradings, and more likely they regard crypto or maybe Bitcoin as asset class for them to store values, to expect that BTC's price is going to up continuously going up, and they want to do some like treasury management, wealth management, and for corporate some treasury management. So
Yep.
what we have been expanding, so
Mm.
this actually comes to our attention quite early, and we have been like working on that end, like very hard. So we have rebranded KuCoin VIP service dedicated to serve this type of clients. Uh, we are now enhancing our product offering as well, from like just normal like ordinary staking products that every exchanges are providing. We are also providing like fixed income products, especially on like let's say for example for stable coins. We even giving like some yield enhancement fixed income product like up to 9% for USDT. So at the other end, just like what I mentioned earlier, some of the allocators or like VIP clients, they don't do the trading themselves, and they're looking for strategies that can give them additional use. No matter it is like USDT denominated or BTC denominated strategies, these two are the mainstreams, because we are seeing a lot of, like, let's say for example, early miners, they host a lot of BTC and they want additional yields. I mean, like, what kind of yield can you get, like, on just not ordinary staking? So they are looking for like strategies, like trading teams, professional traders that can generate like constant return, sustainable return with a really minimal maximum drawdown. So what, and at KuCoin, we are serving at and this is how we merge the functions of like KuCoin Institutionals. So we are serving a lot of like trading clients who are
Yep.
outperform, who have like exceptional outperform performance on their strategies, and it is like verified. So we see all the trading records as well. And
Sure.
and at the same time, we are seeing a lot of clients having new demands on, like, oh, I want to like deploy some capital to some strategies to have some recommendations. So boom, here we go. So we can just we are the best like Tinder platform. I would say we are the best matching platform. So what we have been doing is also doing capital intro, just like what I mentioned, and also offering
Yeah.
some, and very soon we'll be offering some more different type of quant strategies, or maybe different trading strategies, or fund products, or maybe a strategy itself, or a segregated account style onto the VIP, the wealth management section online, so our clients can freely subscribe them if they want.
Okay, this is very interesting. So I follow what you're saying. I just wonder if, like, how does it work? Do you have like an internal trading desk where these parties that want to do more like asset management type things can allocate, or is it a question of you sort of like making the introductions to the
Yeah,
high performing trading teams that you see,
yeah.
or are we talking
Currently,
about maybe doing vaults?
yeah. So currently we do not have internal trading team, so we do not provide asset management service
Okay,
for our clients ourselves. But just like what I mentioned, we do have a lot of like trading clients that are
yeah,
more than happy to receive external capitals. So
that makes
what we have been
sense.
doing is just, yeah, we just have to give them an intro. So
Yeah,
if clients would like, so they can like deposit, they can, so the VIP clients can open an account on KuCoin, and then we can create a segregated asset management account for them. So the clients, the VIP clients himself, can like allocate to provide the API keys to the training team. And this is what we have been doing. We call the SMA model. It's a very mature already. At the same time, we're also sorting out, like selecting some really outstanding teams to provide their strategies onto our official page, so that clients are not just for VIPs, maybe for retail users, maybe with a smaller minimum ticket size, that they can participate to this type of strategies. Yeah, so I think this is going to be the, I mean, like, our key focus in the coming like half year to a year time, because we're seeing currently the current crypto market is, we everyone is saying that we are in a bear market. So
uh-huh.
under bear market, exchanges do not chase revenue only, do not chase trading volume only, but also the asset under custody. So how many assets you can accumulate on your platform, it actually determines, during the bear market, also determines your growth engine, whether you are well prepared when the bull market comes. Everyone knows that like bull market just come like real quick, and it could be gone real quick as well. So
Yep.
this is now the time we build our infrastructure, our product offering, and also to accumulate like quality clients.
Right. You're saying in a way that you already have to be ready so that when the bull market comes, you can be like off the blocks in the race, let's say,
Absolutely,
right? Like,
absolutely.
exactly. That's a very it's a very it's a good perspective, very widening, I would say, than what it was before. I think a lot of people look at exchanges and their VIP desks mainly as sort of facilitators of flows, right? Especially like being very trading centric. And I think it speaks to your guys' like attention to the market and your clients that you're picking up on. Actually, we have these different type of profiles as well. It's not just traders and market makers and Delta neutral flows. It's also people who are chasing more low frequency type trading, but also asset management and growth of their assets and capital, right? And
Yeah.
it's great that you're like being so agile that you're already like you've already responded to that perceived need in the market. Looking forward a little bit more, what what might be other signals that you are looking out for, that you're paying attention to, that will again shift how KuCoin might operate?
Well, I'll say like RWA definitely. So everyone is
Mm,
speaking of RWA lately, right? Remember the time we met in Singapore? So I was at a panel like speaking of RWA as well.
correct.
So RWA is a really interesting topic. It only goes viral in this 2 years, but we have been talking about it like for more than 5-6 years already.
Yeah.
Like, and actually a lot of people don't realize why it suddenly get viral. It actually matches what I mentioned earlier of how crypto's industry is evolving. It's actually really determined by the attitude of the Wall Street and the TradFi giants. So see, like from back in those days, when everyone is saying that crypto is a scam, no one believes like crypto. So out of it, of course, like even though you are keep talking about it, like no one really cares about it. But now
Mhm.
I would say the traditional finance segment already like tried and they have understand like what crypto is, what blockchain technology is, and they are now leveraging this technology to embed into their ecosystem.
Yep.
So this is what differentiating Algebra today and 5 years ago. So nowadays we are seeing that. So imagine. So what I think the future is going is like crypto. It is really possible that crypto don't be it will no longer become an industry alone, but crypto digital assets, which basically become another asset class or another type of of course now is already an asset class, but like crypto itself might not become an industry alone because we are
Mhm.
embedding into the overall finance, the finance industry. So let's say in the finance
Yep.
you got like insurance, investment banking, asset management, crypto.
Yep.
So
Yep.
back in those days, people always put like crypto, digital assets, and traditional finance as more a hostile position, right? It's like crypto is going to eat up the traditional finance. We're going to take like
Yeah.
replace everything. This is all the dreams of like all the crypto bros like back in old days. But I'm
True.
saying that it might be a little bit unrealistic nowadays when and it's reversing. So I'm always bringing up one example, like let's say 50 years, 60 years ago, you do not trade, you do not when we do not have like, or maybe like 80 years ago, when we do not have computers, like how do you trade stocks? Papers, right? And then we have
Right.
computers, we have the internet. So now
Yep.
and then we have Nasdaq. So there comes electronic tradings, right? And everyone, and we come to the Web2 world, everyone. So we got we got Robinhood, we got Futu, we got this type of trading apps that everyone can trade stocks and participate in equity markets like with their mobile phone. This is evolvement. And what is
Yep.
RWA? RWA is another level of the evolvement of the traditional assets. We are seeing those asset managers are already taking the advantage of the blockchain technologies because finally they understand it. And they are now like tokenizing their money market funds, their private credit funds, which actually boosting the efficiency, capital efficiency, and also the money flow itself. Now their products can be sold like 24/7, can be
Yep.
liquid like anytime. The settlement layer is like super efficient nowadays. Well, compared to the old days, you even for money market fund is like T+1, T+0, T+1, T+1 settlement. For a credit fund or equity fund, it costs like T+3 or T+5 settlement. So everything, so bringing traditional assets on chain, I would say, is another victory of, or another milestone of how the global financial ecosystem works. And
Yeah,
Outer Bay
100%.
nowadays, so that's why I would say, and the Outer Bay initiative definitely will be leading by institutions. That's why when you go to every conferences or every events, like nowadays, you can barely see a lot of meme coins, NFTs, or anything sexy. All you can see are really boring infrastructures, institution related. This, to be honest, is very is less like the crypto events that we used to go.
Yes. Yes.
So this is how I see the ecosystem is changing, and the future will be. That's why I also mentioned like that in the future, like maybe like digital asset or crypto would no longer become an industry alone, but really be embedded into the broader global financial system.
Yeah.
And so back to your question, like how is KuCoin shaping ourselves? So we are here to serve. We are a technology driven firm. So we are, so more than 70% of our colleagues or teammates are like developers, technicians. And what we are seeing is that we wanted to serve like the broader users through advanced technologies. And we started from crypto, but we don't limit ourselves in serving crypto. Instead, like it,
Interesting.
and like adding, so that's what we have been doing. Like, and also same as the other industry peers, we are quite pioneers in like adopting RWAs. So we, like for example, we are one of the first to become the part to allow RWA access as trading collaterals for crypto environments, for crypto trading scenarios. So our clients, they can subscribe RWA assets like offer issued
Yeah.
by a traditional asset managers and come to KuCoin and say, okay, we have this like US dollar money market fund token. Can I get borrow some USDT from you?
Yeah.
That's what we have been doing. And in the other
Interesting.
way around, we have also, there are lots of like US stock perps, we have a lot of like commodity like perps. So this type of out of a traditional assets on chain is also giving additional I would say efficiency to our broader users. So for this type, for some, in fact, there for some clients, for some people in different jurisdictions, it is really difficult for them to access to this type of traditional assets. And with an exchange, with the technology that we have, with the blockchain technology, with all those like infrastructure that we have built, so we are providing a marketplace that everyone can easily access all kinds of like financial instruments on one platform.
Yeah. I like how you word that, right? How you position that. So you're basically saying KuCoin is a technology forward firm first, and it just so happens that at this space, at this moment in time, blockchain is like the most forward, one of the most forward leaning technologies that there is, and therefore you leaned into that, but you're not limiting yourself to that
Correct.
either. Yeah, that's great. Okay, and it's very interesting that you're already accepting RWAs as collateral. Um, what else can we expect from KuCoin Institutional specifically? Let's say in the next 3 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like what I mentioned, we have been always evolving. We have been always updating our policies, no matter on the trading side and also for the wealth management side. There will be more like wealth management products coming out for our VIP and our like asset allocators clients for them to choose. And on the trading side, we have been always like updating our like, let's say, market maker policies and also loan policies. We are offering, lately we are offering like 0% interest loan for some clients who like to trade start with us, and we are even giving out like 2 to 3 months time of like assessment free to grace period for clients to ramp up the volumes. So like what I said, we are willing to grow with clients. So I think even for institution business, it's like eventually it's like people oriented. So we understand market circumstances. So the current market is not that favorable for, it's not a bull market that like everything goes up. So it's struggling for a lot of firms, for a lot of trading firms, or even for exchanges as well. But I would say like we are patient, we are willing to work with clients, to grow with clients. And for KuCoin Institutional, I think one thing that differentiated us from our peers, I would say we are way more flexible. We give a lot of flexibility to our clients to help them to grow together.
Yeah, I think from your conversation, you already demonstrated how attuned you guys are to what's going on with clients and in the markets. So therefore, you're very well positioned, of course, to service them in the optimal manner. And it's very considerate to offer those benefits in a market like this. Um, if people want to learn more, I think they can go to kucoin.com/institution. Is there
Definitely.
anywhere else you would like to direct them where they can learn more or connect?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to be connected. So my Telegram handle is like Tika Lum, TIKLUM underscore KuCoin, and then I can always be reached, and then I can also be found on X. My handle is Tika Lum. My link to is Tika Lum as well. So yeah, more than happy to connect with like broader insights.
That's easy. All right. Tika, thanks for coming on. It was
Thank you.
a very insightful conversation. Definitely learned a lot about like how institutional desks are evolving and staying agile, especially you guys. How it's not just trader centric, but actually much wider for different type of holders of assets. And yeah, very insightful conversation, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefano, for having me. It's been a great
Absolutely.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you
To
so
our
much.
audience, awesome. To our audience, we hope you enjoyed it as well. This was Market Cap, where we feature firms and funds to explore the thinking that guides them, the patterns they observe, and other forces moving the markets. See you on the next Market Cap.
If you enjoyed this episode, you can find more of our research in the following ways. For in-depth reports, many publicly accessible, join our research platform. For protocol and market summaries and highlights, subscribe to our newsletter. And for our next episode, follow us on X and YouTube. All links in our bio.